Yes.
Yes, you do.
You got a big forehead.
I accepted that a long time ago.
You so rude.
What's up, squad?
What's up, squad? So we back with another video, and if you are new, I'm Darlene.
I'm Greg.
And this was a request from one of our lovely subscribers that we do How Did We Meet? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember everything.
Yeah, right, we'll see.
I do. I remember it all.
So, we met, first of all, it was the end of October. Gregory, really?
What? I'm listening to you. Tell the story.
Why you trying to look at how you look?
I'm just waiting for you to tell the story, man. Come on, man.
Okay, so anyway, it was the end of October 2015. And we actually met on campus. But how we met is crazy because my friend from back home who actually used to go to our school, she ended up moving back home to Chicago. So this particular weekend she was gonna be visiting. So it was a Friday, and I had to go pick her up from the airport at 8 in the morning, and my class is at I think it was at like 9 or 9:25, so she was gonna be coming to school with me. So I go get her from the airport. It was Friday. I want to say it was like the 30th because it was the weekend of Halloween. It was the 30th, and the 30th of Friday. So I went to go pick her up from the airport 8 in the morning. We went. She came to school with me, and I went to class. So she said we have like this little common area. It was called Jasmine's at the time. So she sat in there waiting for me to get out of class, and I guess while she was sitting in Jasmine's, I guess they had been communicating to meet up so he could, so she could see him. Now, how they know each other is his old college, they used to go to the same school back in Indiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they used to go to the same college back in Indiana, and then she moved to Atlanta and went to my college, but then she ended up moving back to Chicago. And he ended up moving to Atlanta, going to Clark, Atlanta after she moved back. So yeah, so that's how they know each other. They know each other from their previous college. I know her from Clark, so that was our mutual friend. So I get out of class, and me and her, we're just sitting at the table, and then she tells me that her brother was coming to see her, and I was like, oh, okay, because she had already told me that she knew somebody that go to Clark or whatever, that he moved down here or whatever. I was like, okay, whatever. So so we just talking and catching up or whatever, and then he ends up walking in thinking he all he ended up walking in Jasmine's like he just too legit to quit. Like
I was fly as hell. I know what you talking about.
And
I wasn't even studying her, so
I wasn't studying you.
So obviously she paid attention. So
You walked first up. First off,
go ahead.
First off, he walked up to the table, and I'm looking like, who is this dude? Like, just walking up to the table like he knows somebody. But she ended up saying, oh, hey, and blase. He ended up saying hi, whatever. And, like, we just all end up, like, just talking. I forgot what our conversation was about. Actually, I do remember. He was talking about two other girls that he tried to talk to that were friends, and he ended up getting, like, not caught up, but he ended up finding out that they were friends.
That is not how that went. I wasn't talking to him.
I didn't say you were talking to her. I said you tried to talk to her. You tried to talk about, oh, you're so beautiful and all that little folk player stuff.
Nah, that was not the case.
Anyway, so I'm telling my
case.
side story. You told me to go first, so I'm telling my side.
Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, that's we end up. That's what we end up talking about. Like, we were talking about a bunch of stuff. I can't remember exactly what we were talking about, but I do remember that conversation because some young lady walked in and he was like, yeah, I tried to talk to her, but then I end up like, she in one of my classes and she like real immature, and then he was like, I tried to talk to her friend, but I didn't know they were friends a little later on, and yeah, whatever happened. So whatever. So I had to go to my next class, so I end up leaving them or whatever. So I go to my next class, and it ended up being canceled. So I end up coming back down. So she's our friend Nakia. She's like, okay, well, we supposed to be going. What was we supposed to be doing? No, we weren't going out that Friday, but no, we actually were going out that Friday. And she told him just to come by the house, my house or whatever, and so we could like kick it and stuff like that before we go out. So I'm done with classes at this point. So Nakia and I, we leaving campus, and we walking down the promenade, and then we say our goodbyes and stuff like that. And she was just like, you better come, and blase blase. So later on, specifically, I was not tripping off him when he came up to the table. I was like, oh, he's nice looking, he's handsome, but I wasn't all up in his grill. Like, I was not all up in his grill. Like, we were just having a conversation. He was just, somebody that was sitting at the table or whatever. So yeah, I had to let that be known. So anyway, later that night, they end up coming to the house. He actually ended up bringing like three other people. No, two other people. No, three other people. He ended up bringing his other friend, which is a guy, and two other girls. So I'm just like, whatever. Like, I didn't care, whatever. We all just having fun and drinking and stuff like that. And, we getting ready to go out as well. So they get there. Myself and my other friend, we're getting ready. Like, I'm taking a shower. I'm trying to do my makeup. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to put on and stuff like that. So I finished getting ready. And pretty much we all just, drinking, taking shots, having fun, blase, blase. They didn't end up going out because the people that he brought, they were not 21, so they weren't going to be able to get in to where we were going. So they ended up leaving, and then we just ended up going out. And then Saturday, we were actually going to be going out again. So, Saturday we do what we need to do. So later Saturday night, he comes back to the house, and it's just him this time. So at this time, I'm already like pretty much dressed and stuff like that. So I'm waiting on everybody else to get dressed. Yes, this is actually Halloween day now. So I'm in the living room. It's just me and him at this point. And he just like, you trying to take some shots or whatever? I'm like, let's do it. So, y'all, I think he tried to get me.
She slaughtered.
I'm telling my side.
Slaughtered my name, man.
He tried to get me, y'all. So, cause I ain't no punk, yeah. I ain't no punk. So he's just like, if you just, you don't have to take no shots of blah, blah. I'm like, I'm good. Like, I know my limit, blah, blah, blah. So we going shot for shot. Like, we going shot for shot. He said, he asked me, like, you want another one? You want another one? I'm like, okay, let's go. And then I
can't believe you.
So I'm like, let's go. Like, let's go. And I'm like, what you waiting for? Come on, like, we wasting time. Come on, like, let's get these shots going. So, So we taking shots. My other friend, one of my friends is already dressed, so she's running back and forth and stuff like that. Well, coming back and forth from the living room into the room, trying to finish getting ready. So I'm just like, I know my limit. Like, I know when I'm drunk. So then we just sitting at the little bar, at the little counter, and he's just like, I think you're very beautiful, and I can't even remember what all you said, but he's like, I think you're very beautiful, and I would like to have your number and all that, and I think that's what you said. And I was like, okay. So I put my number in his phone, and then we continued taking shots. And then the rest of the night, yeah, it was a fun night.
Yeah, you know what? Uh-huh. That's her side of the story. My side of the story, she tried to bash me a little earlier. So, everything was right until you got to the two girl part. When we walked in there, I walked in there to meet my sister, Nakia. I walked in, I seen her friend. I'm sitting on the side of the table like this. It's me and Nakia, and then she's sitting on the other side. And she got this big hair, like this big hair with this gray streak. And so you can't see her face like that. You can see it, but you can't because the hair is just everywhere. So I'm sitting down and I'm like, no, she had to end up going to class or whatever. But before then, we was talking about the women actually wanted to talk to me. They wanted to talk to me, but I found out that they were friends later on. That's the thing. She tried to make it seem like I was trying to get at them. That wasn't the case. No, that was not the case. But anyway, she gets up. I'm not paying no attention. I'm sitting at the table. I'm not paying no attention. Not paying her no attention at all. Cause you ain't wanna.
You ain't gotta say it like that.
I'm just saying. I'm keeping it a buck.
Cause I wasn't paying you no attention.
I'm keeping it a buck. She's a lie. But anyway, I wasn't paying her no attention. I glanced over at her a couple times. I ain't gonna lie. I glanced over there a couple times, like, did one of them, just so I could see what she really looked like. But I couldn't quite get it because of the hair was in the way. But then I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna pay her too much attention because I know that she gonna be paying attention to me. So I know she gonna look at me. You can't give her too much attention, right? So I was like, yeah, she gonna look over this way in a minute. And she keep eyeing me, but she wondering. So I'm conversing with my sister. And I'm not really talking to her too much. Here and there we say a couple words, but not really too much. Because I ain't want to seem like, okay, what is he doing? I ain't trying to be that type of guy. So I'm just chilling. So then she gets up. I know she got to leave. So I'm waiting on her to get up so I can see the rest of her, right? So I'm trying to see, like, okay, shorty got a body. Like, let me see what she working with. And let me see if she, be a good asset to me, compliment me, So I'm like, she got up and I'm like, damn, still can't see nothing. And I want to know why I can't see nothing. She had on this poncho, or whatever them things is, the little long sweater, little things, right? And it was baggy, so you can't see nothing, so you don't know. So I'm like, dang, that didn't work. So when she left, I'm like, all right, forget it. I'm not even going to worry about it. So then she came back, and that's when the whole invite came along to go to their house and, link up with them later on. So we left. Then I went over there later on. I did bring it was 3 people. They was really that squad for real. So then either it was that night or the next night. No, it was the night. That was that night. That night when I went over there. And we was all sitting on the little couches in the front room, and then they was walking back and forth getting dressed. And she came out in like this burgundy skirt, like the leather burgundy skirt. And when she came out, because keep in mind, I never seen her body. So I never knew if she was, curvaceous or however you want to put it. So she came out the room, and her hair wasn't down this time. It was like up in some little shit or whatever. I forgot how she had it, but I just knew it was up. And then she came out and she had on this skirt, this leather skirt. the little red one. She came out and I seen. Oh my
God. Really? Come on.
Yeah, when I tell you she walked out of there and I was like, yep. She got a face. And a body. I'm like, yeah, I gotta talk to this one. I'm like, yeah, it's a go. So I'm like, the kid. Just gave her a little head number. Then it was like time to go. So they was about to leave. We leave out. I came back the next day. And then I came back. And then we had a bottle of Jack Daniels. Was it regular kind?
It was regular.
Regular kind. I thought it was the honey kind.
No,
but
it was regular.
So we sitting there. Wasn't nobody taking shots with me. Everybody running around the house with like a chicken with their head cut off. All three of them. They running around trying to get ready. I'm already ready. I really didn't even want to wear what I had on. But so we in there. We in the kitchen. I'm like, dang, ain't nobody taking no shots. She walked back and she sits down at the little thing, right? We really ain't having too much of a conversation. So we sitting there, and then I'm like, I might take some shots with me. Ain't nobody else taking no shots with me. She's like, I got you. Okay, we can go. I got you. What's up? So I'm pouring the shots. We drinking. We taking shots or whatever. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, look, we get to the point where, okay, we take shots. I'm fine. I can tell that she's not. I'm like, hey, I don't think you should have no more.
Fine.
I'm like, I don't think you really should take any more shots. I said, I think you done, reached your limit. She was like, I'm grown. I know my limit. I know when to stop. You don't need to tell me when to. I'm like, oh, she got a little attitude. Bet, I like it. Say no more. I'm not about to stop you from drinking. You want to drink? Come on, pull up. You bad. You want to be bad. You think you can hang? Go ahead. Let's pull up. Pull up some more. By this time, she's tripping right now. So this time, she's still drinking. By this time, we trying to go, right? She ain't even making it out the door, really.
So what happened when you get my number?
She thinking it's my fault. Oh, but when we was taking shots, in the midst of taking shots, I think I did tell her that she was beautiful and that I feel like, or I forgot what I really said, but all I know is it led to me, the exchange of numbers. So I ended up getting her number. Then I'm like, okay. So then after that, I'm like, nah, I think you're done. She not gonna get no more shots. So I take the little glass or whatever. I'm like, nah, you done. We ain't taking no more. She's like, I know my limit. The whole time, every time I take some, I know my limit. You're not gonna play. I know my limit. I'm like, I really don't think you want to. So I'm looking out for her already. I don't even know her. I don't even know her like that, but I'm looking out for her because I feel like, look, you don't need to do that. We about to go out. That's not, it's okay. You already feeling yourself. That's good. You don't need to go out here and be already drunk like that. And we ain't even make it nowhere yet. So that happened. Then they all came out. Then we all started taking drinks. So, but we left out that night. You ain't gonna tell them the rest of that story, huh? About how you...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, we're gonna say that for another time.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, so we leaving out. We gets in the car or whatever. She can't drive. Or did you drive?
No, Nakia did.
Nakia drove. So we gets in the car, and it's raining. It's raining. We go to wherever we going. She knows some people at the club who are doing a little promotion or whatever. So we go to the club. But before we get out the car, she like, this is her the whole time. I'm like, I don't even know her like that. She already talking about something. You my date for the night. You gotta, she said, you my date for the.
I don't remember.
Because she was that drunk. That was crazy. She's like, you gonna be my date for the night. You gotta take care of me. I'm like, I don't even know her. She talking about take care of her. Like, we ain't together. Like, I'm like, she doing, but I ain't let her go though. I ain't let her get off me. She held on to me the whole night, and she already can't walk sober. So when she drunk and heels on, it's bad. So she couldn't even walk then. So I gotta get right. So I gotta be firm and help her stay up. So we get to the little thing, help her up the stairs like the gentleman that I am. Open the door for her. We all go in the club. We sit down in the club. She runs off and go do what she wanted, whatever she doing. I'm chilling because at this point, hey, I do what I want, okay? So I'm just sitting down in the cut. So I'm sitting down, you know, a bunch of people come over to sit down. I'm still sitting there. I ain't seen her since we got in here, right? So we in here. I got a drink or whatever. Then out of nowhere she come and then she introduced me. This is what she said. She was like, she introduced me to everybody as her boo. This is my boo. This is my boo, Gregory. This is my boo. This is such and such. This is such and such. So she introducing me the whole night as her boo, and I'm looking like.
Mind you, my friend.
I wasn't done. I wasn't done. So I'm sitting there like, boo. When did we establish we just met? Like, boo. I ain't say nothing because she was you know intoxicated, so I didn't really say too much. I'm just like, all right. I just laugh like, hi. I'm like, Greg, you know, whatever. And then some dude ruined it. It was like he wanted us to buy $200 worth of bottles for the section in order to stay. She came flying and I know like, he ain't gonna do that. We gotta go. So she pulling me and we leaving or whatever. She got an attitude and it's raining and she back at it like this the whole time. And I gotta walk with her like this across the street because she can't stay up no more. She done reached her limit. She's over. So I put her in the car. We go back to the house because we try to figure out what we really do. She fall asleep in the back seat. So she's in the back seat sleep. And we was supposed to go upstairs and come back down. But me and the kid, everybody left. Me and the kid and everybody left. We left her in the car in the back, sleep. She looked at peaceful. We didn't want to wake her up. And we was going to come.
Y'all left me in the car.
We was going to come right back down. That was the plan, to come right back down. We got up here. Nobody said nothing what they want to do. We still in the midst of trying to figure it all out. But then I remember, I'm like, oh, hey, y'all. She's still downstairs in the car asleep and it's raining outside. Somebody got to go get her. So I go get her. Being, again, the gentleman that I am. I go downstairs. I get her. I look in the car. She's fine. She's still asleep. Slobbering a little bit, but it's all right.
Whatever.
So I get her out the car. We walking upstairs. We in the elevator. I'm telling y'all, she did not let me go the whole night. She's like this with me the whole night. The whole night. And we went to go eat before that, too. Prior to that. And I tried to order her some food. I figured that's what she would have, you know, wanted or needed. Because I don't know. But at this point, you calling me boo. I'm like, well, maybe I know what she want to eat. Well, what's good for her. So I ordered some, pancakes?
No, my friend told you to get me pancakes. And you ordered me some dang on
No, because you needed bread.
Sandwich.
She needed some bread in order to, you know, consume all of that. And some grits. So I ordered whatever sandwich that was.
From IHOP.
Yeah.
That's where we was at.
But her friend was like, just get her pancakes or something else. I'm like, whatever. I'm not going to listen to you. I don't know you. I don't know her either. So I'm just going to get her what I think. So she was eating it, but she didn't want it. And then she was like, it was nasty. So I'm like, you know what? I already know from jump.
I specifically said,
I already know from jump. That is not what she said.
And my friend
she
was
never
like,
said that. Her friend. She said that
it.
after the fact that she ate it. But her friend was like, I told you. I'm like, well, look, I'm not here to please nobody, okay? I trying. This wasn't even supposed to be no date. But I came out because I wanted to come out and get to know her, right? But not like that. Not that soon. But I'm not saying it's a problem. It's okay. But this is how we connect like that, you know? You feel me? No. Okay, cool. But then after that, that's when we went back to the house, and yeah, that was pretty much end of that night. Everybody didn't figure out what to do after we left her in the car. We went to go get her, and then, man, we went in the room. I took her to go in the room. As a fact, I'm like, okay, this is your sister. I'm like, you want to finish taking care of her? You can go put her in the bed. I said, I don't want to go back there. I said, you think I'm trying to do something? Like, because I'm not. She's drunk. I said, I'm not the type of person. I said, you can take her in. And he was like, that is your problem. I'm like, oh my God, bruh. So it was my problem. I'm like, well, nigga, I really don't know her. So I'm like, my problem. I'm like, damn, man. At this moment, I should have been like, what are you getting yourself into? But I I went in there, put her in the bed, took off her little white jacket. She already had makeup on her. I took it off of her, and I'm put her in the bed, and I put the cover on her, and then I was going to leave out the room. Before I left out the room, she grabbed me. It's like, "Where are you going? Where are you going?" I'm like, "I'm about to go in there with the rest of them." She's like, "Just stay for another 5 minutes." I'm like, "I'm gonna just go in here." She's like, "No, no, please, just stay for another 5." I'm like, "Oh shit," she crying. I'm like, "All right." So I sit on the bed like this. I'm like, "Aunt, you wanna come in here?" He's like, "Mm-mm." I'm like, "All right." So I ease on out of there. She was like, "Why can't I come in there with y'all?" I said, "You need to just lay down, drink some of this water, and eat some of this, what was it, bread?" We try to give you some bread.
Yeah.
Try to give her some bread. She spit it out like a little baby. Spit it out of my hand.
I told them I didn't want the
I'm like,
bread.
what the
Like, I bit it and I was like, yeah. I don't
So
want
I
that.
threw that away. Then she just like, "Can I come in there with y'all? I can't come in there with y'all." She said, "Oh, you're fine. I'm not drunk." I'm like, "No, you need to just lay down." So she lay down and I go in there, and within a couple seconds she up and then came in there, found me again, and just was like attacked. And I'm like, "Bro," what's I'm like, "What's going on, man?" He's like, "That is your problem." So, hey y'all, early on there were signs of telling me she was gonna be a handful, and boy, she get on my nerves.
You get on my nerves.
I'm trying to tell y'all, boy.
Y'all, he tried to play like he wasn't checking me out.
I wasn't.
He was checking me out from school.
Nah,
And you had
wasn't.
so if I didn't have a body, you couldn't talk to me?
No, I'm not saying I couldn't talk to you. I just wanted to see how petite you was and how, how your body was. But if you was, that unportioned body thing, I don't think I could. I'm not.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
I don't
If it
even
don't look
have
right,
a body like that. So
But quit lying.
anyway,
I'm always somewhere lying.
so that was his side of the story.
Anyway, y'all seen her side of the story too. But at the end of the day, more of the story, we met because of my friend, and
Yes,
when we went to
Nakia.
Ball State, Nakia. Shout out to Nakia. We met her, and it's crazy though because you never know like who knows who, and I never, you never expected for, I never expected for this to happen, and the way that it happened, it's funny how I end up. I'm in Indiana, and I know Nakia. Never met her in my life. And get down here, and the kid knows her. She know the kid, and I'm like, well. And then that was how the cards played,
And we had been going to the same school for about what?
A semester. Yeah, because I transferred.
Never crossed paths or anything.
Never seen her. Day of my life.
Never seen him.
But one thing led to another, and
Don't say it like that.
you get on my nerves, man.
You get on my nerves more.
If it was something higher than that, then I would have said it, but I don't know what it is. You get on my nerves the most? Got it. Oh, yeah.
So, yes, that is pretty much how we met. That's pretty much how we met. Like, we never planned, to really get to this point. Like,
Nope.
We were really just friends and hanging out and all that, and just one thing led to another, and what?
Nope. Never mentioned a relationship. Never talked about it.
Mm-mm.
And then on top of that, though, she got deployed.
Yes, I did deploy.
She got deployed. So that's why, really, during that semester, too, we, we didn't get together during that till she got back.
Yeah.
And then when she got back, we still didn't talk about it. It was just, it just happened. It just happened.
Yeah, we both were. It's not like, oh, I wanted it and he didn't, or he wanted it and I didn't. It was just we both were at a place that, like, we were cool, like, being just cool. We weren't trying to rush anything. We weren't trying to pressure anything. So we were both in agreement with what, being cool and just being friends and stuff like that. So, but, like I said, like he said, yeah, it's almost 2 years, going on 2 years of actually knowing each other, and we've been together officially for about, what, 7, 8 months. So, yeah, that's pretty much our story on how we met. I have my version. He have his version.
I got the good version.
No,
I got
the truth.
I got the truth. She didn't even know. She was intoxicated. I know everything that happened. So
I'm the one who told him because my friend told me, was like, girl, you know,
no,
you
I'm
was
telling
introducing
as your boo. I heard
as
you.
your
So
boo.
I was sober. She
You were
wasn't.
not sober.
She wasn't. But I know that the fact that she was calling me boo and I was already. That's what you doing.
That was me being drunk. I didn't
But
know
that
what I
lets you
was
know though.
No.
Hey, drunken thoughts is sober speaking. So that just lets you know how she felt already off the rip. How I'm trying to tell you. She knew what's up. She knew. I mean, I ain't got nothing to say. You know, I tend to have that effect already. You know. So she see how I got it.
Effect on who?
As soon as I got her, like, look. As soon as she met me, she's like, "That's gonna be boo." Yeah. And look,
No, that's
she
what
was
he was
introducing
thinking.
me. She was introducing me as
That's
a boo.
what he was
That's my
thinking.
boo. This is my boo. Yeah, I already know. Yeah.
Who you winking at?
Clearly, you right there too. So you look at, ooh, winking at you though. But the viewers got to see me wink too, so they know how I can. Ooh, yeah, that way.
No.
Nah,
No.
nah.
No. Whatever. Anyway, so.
Ooh, get off me. Move. Finish. Video long enough. Come on, man.
Don't brush me.
See, this is how she was on me. See, she all up on me. Look, see.
Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much how we met, and we hope you enjoyed this video.
Most definitely.
So we need you to
Bless you.
thank you.
Can we get one right?
How about you just say it?
All right. We need y'all to like, subscribe, and comment below.
Yes, definitely. Thumbs up, definitely. And like he said, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You will not, I repeat, you will not regret it. So we hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time,
Peace.